You got one referee on the pitch, even if he makes a decision, even if it's not clear and obvious, which today was not clear and obvious, there's another referee that's telling him, I've zoomed into this angle, I've checked this angle, I've gone from 360 view.
If it goes against it, you can't stand it. But if it's for you, you love it.
So you're saying you went against Mo today?
Come on, bro. Today you went against him because you wanted to see you were on your knees for West Ham to win.
What I'm saying to you is, even if this happened to Liverpool, even if it happened to any club, I hate VAR.
Welcome back to another episode on Cutz Inside here on the Cutz Inside channel. After another weekend of bumper Premier League action, we had the Liverpool-Chelsea game, we had United away to Sunderland, but we can't start there, can we? But before we go into the games, let me introduce this esteemed panel that we have here every week. We have, on his debut, the Arsenal fan that everybody wanted, the Arsenal fan that everybody was waiting for. He's very, very, very happy after a great week for his team. We have Souls!
Finally here, man.
How you feeling, bro? You okay?
Fantastic.
We have the number 2 Chelsea fan. Nevertheless, we've had a great time on Saturday. Early kick-off. It's Jalal! And last but not least, Mr. Cutz Inside himself. He's a very good editor. Whoever thought you are a very good editor.
That's the editing king.
Okay,
No,
you're both the editor. Oh, you're doing your Spider-Man meme?
Yeah, back to back.
It's Mo Cannon! Arsenal. Before we go into Arsenal, guys, I congratulate one of my Arsenal friends. I'm not going to be, Shiz, you know, if he was watching. I said to my friends, I said to them, congratulations, Arsenal. Yeah. He said, take your congratulations back. You wanted us to fail. And I actually thought to myself, did I want them to fail? Yes. Do I want Man United to fail? Yes. Do I want Chelsea to fail? Yes. I want everyone to fail except for us. Isn't that what being a football fan is about? But do I really care if you win or not? I don't think I care that much. I'll be honest with you, I care if it's United. If United go and win the Champions League now, I'll be fuming. Or they win the league, I'll be like, fuck. You get me? But Arsenal, I'm like, it'll be funny if they lose. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. What do you think?
Well, it depends what you're talking about. Premier League or Champions League?
I'm talking about just Arsenal in general. Like, do you have this vim that the Arsenal fans feel like, oh, we're the most hated. It's the siege mentality that the whole world.
Bro, I keep it real, man. I don't want them man to win anything.
No, I don't want them to win anything.
I've got vim for them.
Okay,
I don't want them to win anything, bro. I can just imagine how corny and weird their parade and celebrations are going to be, and how corny and weird their fans are, and how corny and weird their team and manager is. The thing is, with the Premier League, I can tolerate it. I can take it on the chin. I've seen them win the league before. But the Champions League, bro, I don't even like seeing, say, for example, West Brom are about to win the Champions League. I'll be fuming because that's my trophy. That's our niche. Do you know what I mean? That's our trademark. 6 Champions Leagues. I don't like any English team doing anything good in the Europa League. I'm going to be who Crystal Palace playing? Rayo Vallecano. I'm supporting Rayo Vallecano. I'm supporting Freiburg against Villa. I never want to see an English team win it ever. Any European trophy. I just want that to be strictly Liverpool. I don't want them to win it.
I want Palace to win the Conference League.
But I've got my whole other agenda with all this Champions League, Europa League stuff. We can talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later.
Because I put it in the group chat before, and I'm fuming about that as well. I hate football a lot.
Okay, we'll talk about it. But before, I'm going to pose a question. I'll start with you, Jalal, yeah? Who's your team's biggest nightmare opponent? Talking about opponents.
Of course, me being a Chelsea fan, the first one that just pops up to my head, which is probably a scary thought, as well the fact that he's, used to always turn up. I think it's turned up against all our teams, to be fair. Aguero, it was just like, any time he played against Chelsea, he's on that score sheet. Before that whistle starts for the game to start, we're 1-0 down before the game even starts, because you just know he's going to get a goal. I know obviously you got a few man that haunt you forever, but yeah, just first one that comes to my head is definitely him. Danny Welbeck as well, always scores, whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Brighton. He used to always, and still to this day, always scores against us. It just absolutely haunts me. 1-0 down the minute the whistle starts, man.
Salty, who's your team's biggest, like your worst opponent that you think every day you go, be bothered playing them? Who was like your bogey team? There's a Man United fan trying to claim it to Man United.
It's Man City.
Is it Man City?
Yeah, Man City.
That's your nightmare opponent?
They absolutely wipe the floor with us every season.
Remember the Rob Holder one?
It's crazy.
Is there a specific player?
Kevin De Bruyne. He loved facing us every single time. It was just couldn't even do nothing about him. That's why I think he's one of the best midfielders I've ever seen.
I think is who's our nightmare opponent?
Specifically player.
Oh, player. Sorry.
Yeah,
You mean opponent player? Not
Yeah,
Talking about player.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're talking about player. You talked about Kevin De Bruyne. You said Aguero.
Yeah, I know who yours is. Just saying.
I don't think we have one.
You do.
Got 100.
Drogba was mad.
Yeah.
Drogba was crazy. He was inevitable. That was back in the day. I remember a game away at Stamford Bridge where, like, we were doing okay. It was 0-0. I thought maybe we could get something. And Chelsea weren't playing well. Bro, he chested it. Moved Carragher out the way. Shove. Like, he just did this. And Carragher went 4 yards backwards. And then he's facing, he's back to goal. Do you know the goal I'm talking about? He goes back to goal. He turns. I've never seen anything like
That started the rumours, innit, of like anytime Jamie Carragher faces Drogba, he gets battered. It was that. I think it was that specific goal and specific game as well. There's obviously other games as well, but.
And then,
Oh God! Have you took your tablets?
you'd act like I haven't been on the pod before.
Have you took your tablets?
What tablets?
That's with the alarm, innit?
Oh, yeah. I've got beer tablets.
No, but the one that comes
You
to
only
mind.
crashed it on me because I crashed it off camera because you never said it.
Yeah, but on camera it's 1-0, so no one knows off camera. But specifically though, your team, I'm talking about players. Dwight Gale, bro.
Oh no, that's one game.
No, but I swear he scored against when he was playing for West Brom. I swear he scored against
Istanbul.
Well, not just that was Palace, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's the only time I remember.
I remember him scoring for West Brom, bro.
I can't remember.
But other ones for Liverpool, Christian Pulisic. He used to not specifically score, but he used to always turn up specifically for Liverpool. I remember there was a time when Liverpool fans just didn't want Christian Pulisic to play.
Really?
It was, bro. He used to always play good against us, bro.
He did.
There might be an obvious one that I'm just missing.
Yes.
Oh my days.
So, bro,
Yeah, he's the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, well, exactly.
The Watford.
Watford.
When we went on that 27 match.
And then it was him.
We won 27 games in a row. And then Watford done that to us. Troy Deeney went around the pole
Yeah.
like a stripper.
It was Ismail Sarr again in that game. And then even last season, he only ever turns up against us. He turns into Prime Messi when he plays against Liverpool. I don't know what it is. Going back a few more years, the only reason why we signed this guy as well. Do you remember Christian Benteke, what he used to do to us?
Oh shit.
Joke, wallah. The reason we signed him off the back of how much he used to terrorise
FA
us.
Cup semi-final, remember that?
Yeah, he used
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
The yellow kit.
Yeah.
Moreno.
Yeah.
That was the worst kit we've ever worn, man. It was yellow and it had red trimmings and it said Warrior on
It was like the flannel, wasn't it?
Oh,
Warrior,
my
one of dark kits.
dark times.
But yeah, but if you're not talking about goal scorers, Romeo Lavia always turns up against us.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, always.
He always has he has one game a season and he plays 10 out of 10 in that game of the season and it's against Liverpool. Always.
Yeah. And Andy Gordon recently. It seems to score. No, forget about play well, but he always seems to score, get on the score sheet.
Yeah.
Toti, you might be too young for this. I might be giving you a bit of credit because you probably do remember it. Stoke City away for Arsenal.
Oh my God, that fixture.
That man was like Walters. Walters up
He was
front.
a problem, you know.
They were a
Walters
problem
was an
every
issue.
time you landed there.
He knew he was landing every time.
And that black guy, what was his name? The Jamaican? Oh, who was that?
Oh, Ricardo
Jerome.
Fuller.
Fuller.
Oh, the legend.
That's like Cameron Jerome. Fuck.
Who's he?
He
Kevin
plays
Jones.
No, I'm thinking Cameron Jerome.
The one with the Birmingham?
Yeah.
With the braids?
Yeah, with the braids.
Yeah, he should have stopped playing footy. He looks like an Olympic runner.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicholas Zigic, what he used to do to you, man. You hated
Birmingham.
so that. What was it? No, it wasn't Sclatchy. Well, Koscielny. He used to bully that. Do you remember the Carling Cup final when Martin
remember
scored?
that? I remember
Just
that.
about.
I was bloody.
An obvious one, Harry Kane used to always score against us.
He did. Another one was Sadio Mane.
Yes.
Oh my.
Salah. That team.
Salah don't. He's asked every
Salah's
fan.
everyone's criticised.
Yeah, he was
Every rival fan will say, "Yo, that guy."
I know.
Because he's gonna go down like King Von, you know, when he's gone. So,
Thank
he's
the
gonna go
Lord
down
he's
King
gone.
Von. You know, that guy was a killer, man. Serial
what he
killer.
did.
Well, we'll go to the Arsenal game, yeah, and I'll go the game. I'll describe the game. The game was Arsenal, I think, were on top with the ball at first.
Yeah.
Then we have an injury to Ben White. That kind of changed things because Declan Rice went right back till half time.
Did.
Then he put on. Who did he sub out for Ben White? Zubimendi came in the first half. Zubimendi came in. Declan Rice goes right back, and then when Declan Rice goes right back, half time Mosquera comes in, goes right back. Then who did he take off?
Zubimendi got subbed, didn't he?
Oh, Skelly went left back, innit?
And Zubimendi got subbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got subbed.
He got subbed, man.
I didn't think it was at half time though.
Yeah, but no.
That was at the end. So who did Mosquera come on for?
Came up for
Zubimendi?
Calafiori.
Calafiori.
Oh no, Calafiori.
Half-time,
Yeah.
Calafiori,
Half-time,
yeah, he's right. Calafiori, then
And then Mosquera went right back. Skelly went left back.
Yeah, he did.
Rice and Zubimendi midfield.
And then Zubimendi went off a little bit later for who Odegaard.
I can't remember. Who was it for? Let's see.
Eze was already playing.
Was it for Havertz?
Oh yeah,
Havertz.
for Havertz. Yeah.
It was just weird tactically what he was doing. I didn't get it because you see Mosquera so high, but then I was like, is he playing wing back? Is he playing like in that? I don't know what he was doing, but I'm sure obviously you'll speak about it now in terms of that. But
Do you think it was a foul?
1000%. He shouldn't even be questioned. He had his arm right across his neck. Easy foul all day. I don't even know why the referee VAR went to the referee.
I don't think they can just call a foul itself, can they, Mo? Do you think they can just call a foul?
Bro,
If it's a factual decision, the VAR will say it's offside, the referee carry on, whatever. But if it's something that they deem like it's the referee's call, you get me?
It's a high pressured moment. I get it. It's a moment where it can change the whole story for West Ham or Arsenal. But I just think everyone knows they were literally looking at every part just to make sure that the narrative changed. But
You got this siege mentality narrative. Jalal, what do you think?
I think when he went to VAR, I think he knew it was a foul after just 2 watches. But then I think he stood there for a minute and said, "This is a big call, title decider, relegation decider. I've got to let me look at this another 3, 4, 5 more times just to confirm." It was, as much as I'm an Arsenal hater, it was blatantly a foul. Like the guy gripped his hand, and even behind that, if you look at it, Todibo was grabbing Raya's shirt as well, so there was 2 fouls on him. So yeah, I don't know what Pablo was doing, but then again, if he didn't do that, would Raya have caught the ball? Probably, because the game he was having. So it was a clear foul. Even Todibo grabbed the shirt, so it was 2 fouls. So it was a foul regardless.
We shouldn't even question it.
Yeah.
We shouldn't even question
Why
it.
shouldn't we question it?
The thing is, I can't really disagree that obviously clear obvious evidence that the guy's got his hand around Raya.
Grabbed his
So
wrist,
do
yeah.
a lot of Arsenal
This
fans
is
and
what
a
I'm
lot
coming
of West Ham
to.
players.
It's fine. Okay, you can call that a foul. But where's the consistency? I went onto Twitter, and just from Twitter alone, I've seen about 1,000 different collabs of Arsenal in penalty boxes this season. That's been their niche. That's been their trademark. That's been Arsenal Football Club this whole season. Being in the box and bullying goalkeepers, bullying defenders, fouls committed left, right, and centre. Even this game right now, if you watch that again, you can see Trossard is fouling Pablo whilst Pablo's going up. You've seen in the background, Rice is pulling Mavropanos in the goal. Why do you think Rice was inside the net? Every single game of football that we watch now, it's a rugby scrum. It's not football.
The game's changed now. We've been doing that for the past 3 years.
The thing is, where's the consistency? All season, your trademark, your whole niche, your whole brand has been set pieces into the box and just being physical and aggressive and bullying. So if we're not going to give fouls for previous goals where Arsenal have scored from, one example that we were just watching off screen was against Chelsea.
Yep, Pedro.
Where João Pedro literally, they got him in a chokehold. If we're not going to give fouls for that, why are we giving fouls for this? It's just, VAR is literally the number one thing that's ruined this football. Football is completely so dead. If it
happened to your team today, you'd be saying,
if it happened to your team today, what would you do? What would you say?
If that decision went against us,
no.
I'd be like, what the hell's happened?
If that was in the above and West Ham are winning 1-0, or say if it's 1-1, and then you score the goal in the 95th minute, but it gets ruled out because of that, what are you saying?
Obviously, I'd be like, fuck.
Dude, you can't really use that.
That's what I mean. Like, we can't say what if your club.
It's not now. We're looking at VAR going.
I'm not even saying what if your club.
We know VAR's been inconsistent for so long. Not just for Arsenal, for everyone. But we can't be vocal about it today.
You can all vouch for me. I have hated VAR from the very first inception of this stupid thing.
I hate it as well.
I hate it.
And these are the times like today, you love it. Times like today, you love it.
You love it. Because it goes in your favour.
It goes in your favour.
If I was a West Ham fan, please relegate me and keep me in the Championship forever because there's no VAR there. Part of me thinks, why do I watch this sport? There's 2 referees. We play 2 different complete sports in the Championship and the Premier League. It's 2 sports. You got 1 referee on the pitch. Even if he makes a decision, even if it's not clear and obvious, which today was not clear and obvious, there's another referee that's telling him, I've zoomed into this angle, I've checked this angle, I've gone from 360 view.
If it goes against it, you can't stand it. But if it's for you, you love it.
So you're saying you went against Mo today?
Come on, bro. Today you went against him because you wanted to see you were on your knees for West Ham to win.
What I'm saying to you is, even if this happened to Liverpool, even if it happened to any club, I hate VAR There's nothing about it that I like. Nothing. I can't watch a game of football. You seen the euphoria? West Ham thinking we've got a chance to stay in the Premier League. They're going crazy. They're going insane. But they got a nerd in Stockley Park zooming into pictures saying, "Oh, look here, his hand is on his shoulder. We're gonna rule this."
Was it a foul?
Decision?
Was it a foul?
That decision.
Was it a foul?
Decision changed the course. The future of six
Arsenal
different
not
clubs.
winning the league again.
Six different clubs. Arsenal, Man City, Nottingham Forest, Leeds, Tottenham and West Ham. 6 clubs, 1 decision, 1 moment. VAR.
Was it the right decision?
VAR.
Was it the right decision? Was it the right decision?
The thing is, if it is a foul, then you've got to give a penalty as well. There's more things happening in that box.
Stop it.
There's so much happening.
The thing is, with VAR now.
Reality what's happening is Arsenal's about to win this league, and now we're shaking.
No,
What you guys have been saying all season.
It's not the shaking
Arsenal
thing.
finishes second, blah blah blah. Now I've came on, and I'm telling you, look what's going on. We're about to win maybe the Champions League and the Premier League. It's the most scariest part. It's the scariest moment I've ever seen. You can't stand it.
Oh, we've been there, done that. It doesn't matter
it's
to
not
me.
about you right
I'll
now,
shake
though.
your
It's not
hand
about
and
you
say
right now.
congratulations. But when things like this happen, I don't care what club it is. I don't care what
say
level
that.
it is. It knocks me sick.
Don't say that,
And
no.
these man know. How many times have I put in the group chat? Reason number 7,888 why I hate football.
You do it on days when football's not even playing.
Exactly. I hate football. I don't know why I watch football. What am I doing? What am I doing here? See you later.
When we bottled that,
What's the point of Cutz Inside?
What's the point? What's the point of football?
when we bottle the season every season, I hate it as well.
Fair
But
enough.
right now, I love it.
But you bottle it on your own accord because he's a crap and you bottle it for that reason. But this time,
Don't talk about past, talk about now.
okay, I'll talk about now. This whole season, your brand, as I've said, has been built on bullying goalkeepers, bullying defenders, Gabriel just dunking on
It's the
people,
whole part
Saliba holding on to players, Trossard's on the
It's
line.
the whole part of football now.
Ben White's
So,
Tottenham.
but the point
Used to it- used to- for example,
the point he's making is that he agrees that that's happening. He's saying if you're able to dish it out, then you should take it as well.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all the point he's making. But go on, Jello.
No, quickly respond to that though, because you just said that's fine.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is you're talking about how the league's changed, how we bully teams, etc. It's not our issue, but where it's all these small, tiny players. It doesn't work anymore. You need these big fucking giants like Joelinton to play in the midfield for you. That's when you're getting 3 points. Not these wastes that look cute and that.
You're aiming the gun at the wrong person because as I was saying to Jalal before, I was watching that Liverpool-Chelsea game. Every single corner, they're hugging each other.
Yeah.
They're on top of each other. I'm thinking, what am I watching?
I've been seeing that for the past 3
Even
years,
a couple of months ago when we beat West Ham and we scored 4 goals off set pieces, I felt sick to my stomach, bro. Liverpool won 4-1. I felt sick to my stomach because I'm seeing my team scoring deflected goals from headers and corner. Where's the beautiful game gone? Where's the football that I grew up as a kid screaming Gerrard in a school park?
These
What happened to those days?
corners also come with technique.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Go on, Jello.
Hanging that ball right into the goal.
So I'm trying to get away.
Yeah, I know, but with VAR, right? Listen, I don't mind it. I don't hate it as much as him. But the only reason why is again, it's the consistency. Now look what football's turned into. Forget about what's on the pitch. You've got fans like this who are kicking off about VAR, which by the way is very understandable. But my thing is this: if VAR is put in, it's got to get stuff right, and the consistency's got to be there. Like, why is he I hate comparing other decisions with other teams.
That's how you find consistency.
No, I know, but I hate it. You focus on your own team. But on the other side, why are they not getting it consistent as well? It's one thing for Arsenal, one thing for something else. Like, listen, there's times where Arsenal have a decision and then the Liverpool fans will pipe up in the chat and just be like, oh, it's never happened to us. I can't stand that. You just with everything, just like, oh, wait, one thing for Arsenal, one thing for Liverpool, all this. Like me, if you come on and watch all my takes, right, I don't talk about VAR. We got to be better on the pitch. If you're relying on VAR to help you get out of a game, then you ain't good enough in that game. That's my thing.
It's a good point.
That's my thing, bro. Like Arsenal meant top of the league, meant to be the best team, but they've not beat City or Liverpool, and you're meant to go out there. That was a poor West Ham team that was out there, by the way. Can we speak a bit more about the game? The first 20 minutes, Arsenal were good. After that, West Ham sort of, I want to say control, but they steadied the ship. Mm-hmm. Second half happens. Fernandes comes in, 1-2 with Pablo, whatever his name is, bro. That shit Brazilian gets the ball, bro. Time froze for everyone. What on God's green earth was you doing with that finish, bro? I think he changed his mind the minute he, put his foot back, bro. Why are you going for that inner post, bro? There's so much space on that far corner, bro. Place it there, fam. Wallah, time froze, and I thought that was it. Forget about them getting relegation, bro. I'm not asked about that, Look at my badge on my chest. I wanted them to score to put Arsenal in a sticky position, bro, and it didn't happen.
Let's talk about Raya.
I think it was a great save, I think time, do you know what was mad? I think time stood still, then.
It did.
It felt like he had so much time but no time at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I think camera angles are deceiving, you know. On our camera angle, it looks like the whole of that side is open, but there was another angle where it wasn't as blatant as that. I think he's opened his body up so much to exaggerate that he's gonna go that way, and then drag it. And he thought he scored. He thought he's done everything right, but the reflexes are insane. Insane. It's a point blank reaction save. It is a wild. I think should he score that XG, whatever it is probably a bang on goal.
Yeah.
But bro, you got David Ray in the net. He's the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment, bro.
Yeah.
And that reflex save.
Was that 18 clean sheets?
That's like that's so big. That could be like. That is title winning stuff there.
It's like Ortega last season.
Was that away Son when he was 1-on-1.
When he was 1-on-1.
I mean, they'll talk about that save for years to come.
That David Ray one.
But the thing is, Fernandes, he should not even give.
He should score 100 million %. Should score.
Should he have scored more, or should have Reyes, or is that more of a good save?
It was a bit of both.
Yeah, a bit of both.
Like, if you had to sway,
I think more of a bad shot by Fernandes because, bro,
you look back at it, he's hit it hard. He's hit it towards the corner.
He's hit it hard, kind of low.
He's lifted it as well. He's lifted his foot. It's not on the ground though.
Gabriel thought that was a goal. The minute he slid, he said, "Oh my god, I'm not getting it." And I think he had more time than he probably thought. He took a touch, tried to get out of his feet to just make the space. Broski, why are you going in the post, bro? Where Raya's probably covering that more.
These are the moments that you need, though.
No, of course.
These are like that's a huge moment. If they
huge.
score, what happens then?
Yeah, that's.
And we were talking about moments with Arsenal. We were talking about them throughout the whole season. Moments. I can only think of you again. You're the Arsenal fan. You probably think of more than what I'm about to say. But I can just think about 4 big moments when I'm like, okay, they're probably gonna potentially win it. Again, the Everton one, this one, Gabriel's goal against Newcastle.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Like there was moments.
Yeah, but there's times he scored that goal against Newcastle in September. You still said they wasn't going to win the league.
Because it was one moment when it was September.
You've been saying consistently.
Yeah, go on. Get on to me now. I want people to hear this. Go on, get on to me.
Consistently on the podcast, you've been saying that Arsenal are going to bottle it. They're going to finish second, and only second.
Yeah.
Talk to me nicely now.
Okay. Okay, first.
Talk to me nicely.
Because you got manners, I will.
Oh, this would be so funny if they lose to Burnley or something.
Yeah.
You came a week too early.
No.
My thing is this. What's worse? Me staying on my stance and not moving and being consistent.
Yeah.
Or this guy flip-flopping week in, week out.
Did I flip-flop?
Wallah, I think you did.
Did I flip-flop?
He's been flip-flopping.
I said Arsenal was stuttered to win the title.
Wallah, you didn't.
Jack, the title?
Wallah, you didn't. You did flip-flop every year. Anytime it was Molineux, when they dropped points at Molineux, you said, oh, it could be City, When City beat Arsenal, oh, it could be City. Wallah, you've been flip-flopping.
No, when City beat Arsenal, I said it wasn't over. When City beat Arsenal, I said it wasn't over at all.
Check the comments in the YouTube video, bro.
Pep Guardiola's a donkey. He's not. He is. He's
Facts! Wallah! What way are we going?
I said.
Can we get onto it for that, by the way?
It's
the reason.
He still is a donkey.
What this episode is holding each other to accounts.
Yeah, but.
Well, because right now, because you've had a stinker, yeah.
What have I had?
It stinks.
I'll be the most consistent, by the way.
The most consistent. That's why it makes it a stinker.
It stinks.
You were saying Arsenal are going to finish second.
And I still think that.
Let's not be silly.
I still think that.
Let's not be silly now.
That's why, because I'm not moving until they put the hands on the trophy and lift it up. I'm going to go, Allah, they've won the league.
Something can happen against Burnley.
Nothing can happen against Burnley.
Listen.
Wait.
Okay, do you believe in God? Okay, there you go then.
No, but the thing is,
you say basically, I don't understand. What does that mean?
I believe in God.
They're going to lose.
I'm just saying.
What do you know that I don't know?
I'm just saying. Don't be counting your chickens until they hatched or whatever the saying is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The points are not there yet.
The league's over Wednesday.
I mean, why do you
when City lose
to Palace, the team that you're playing as well?
To be fair, City haven't been great.
Is it Palace home or away?
I'll check now.
City are away.
City are home. Away.
And then
I don't know. It's hard maybe.
We're going to lift that trophy at the Emirates. It's going to be a beautiful night, beautiful day,
At Burnley.
beautiful evening. And we will be there.
We will be there.
But just to wrap on that, when they potentially win the league, a shot like they don't. But when they potentially win the league, right?
Stop being a hater, bro.
No, I have to be Wallah. No, someone has to be. But no, my thing is this: if they win the league, are they champions or are they just league winners? Because you've not beat City in both legs. You've not beat. No, but facts though, facts though. You've not beat Liverpool. You've not beat City.
That shirt is going to say champions.
That one.
Yeah.
However, I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill because I think this is fact. When you do win the league, because you probably will, when you do win the league, you'll be the worst Premier League champions in the last 20 years.
Facts.
Why is that?
In terms of star quality, in terms of moments, in terms of performances.
I think the league's harder.
In terms of everything, bro, I can name every team in the last 20 years and I can name you star players that they've had or star moments that they've had or something special that happened.
Yeah, no, Trossard's not a star moment.
Is it?
Have you got anyone like...
What's today?
He was today. That's what I'm trying
What's
to
today?
say.
Most
Bro,
important.
I was trying to think about this
another
the other
moment.
day.
Because he's not it's not a sexy name. He's got
trying-
bags underneath his
I
eyes.
was-
Just because we got Madueke
Get
over
out of
there.
here, man. You struggle against relegation for the West Ham and Leandro Trossard scored,
got-
so you're going to call him a star player. But then when you go back to 15-16, you had Jamie Vardy scoring 13 goals in a row, whatever it was. Mahrez doing a mad thing, Kante doing a mad thing. Name me one
How many goals
Vardy
Geiger has on?
Name me one Mahrez or Vardy in your team. Name me one Van
Declan Rice.
Persie Rooney connection in one
Geiger has-
season, Fergie's last season.
Geiger has-
Name me Aguero moments. Name me something. Name me Salah last season. Name me Kevin De Bruyne, 20 assists.
I can
Name
name
me something.
I can name you what
There's nothing.
Gabriel
Only
headers.
thing, exactly. Only thing you'll remember this Arsenal team for is set pieces. 20 years down the line, you're gonna think 25, 26 season, Arsenal won the league. What do you remember? Set pieces. Am I wrong, Jalal?
But that's still
Could
just
be more
how it
right.
is, though.
The style of football change, no?
Okay, so wait.
Style of football
Okay,
change.
Khalas, you win the league, yeah, mashallah, yeah, you go Mecca, come back, it's calm. But next season, yeah, if you play like this, will you enjoy it? Or does something have to change?
Nothing has to change.
Really?
Because remember, a couple of years ago, we actually tried to play this nice, beautiful attacking football where Martinelli was getting goals. Martinelli was getting a few goals. Who else? Saka, Havertz, Odegaard was... Right now, a couple of years ago, that never worked.
But bro, you do know it's possible.
All I
to
care
do
about,
both.
but all I care about is getting that trophy in my hands.
you
I
do know
I
it's
don't
possible
care.
to do
But
both.
again, is the game boring that Arsenal play? Probably is. Will I watch that again? I will. I don't care how
hear it.
football's played.
You win the league, cool, but you do realise you can win the league and be very solid defensively and very good defensively.
We tried.
No,
It never worked.
No, we haven't tried. You just said offensively we were very good, but defensively, Saliba got
We went
injured, you had
back.
to
Yeah,
bring Rob
no,
Holding.
that's true.
Like, you can do both. Chelsea, you've won it. Oh, it was a long time ago. It was a decade.
Okay, chill.
How long?
They want to kind of
No one- no-
terroristic
no-
away.
no one's
Nah,
gonna-
No,
Hey.
nowhere near as them, though.
nowhere near as them. It was
They
low
had
key
Hazard.
terrorists.
No.
They had Hazard, Diego Costa. They had Pedro. They had
worked, they
Fabregas.
worked, they
doing
worked.
And
mad
Victor
things.
Moses.
Victor-
They won the
yeah,
league.
He's the best, though. He's the best wing back in the league, though.
No.
Okay, they won the league, Hazard. But big person that won is Alonso.
Marcos
Left
Alonso.
winger? Yeah.
Look, I remember Fabregas.
His
last
headers.
season. Do you remember Fabregas?
But he was like top 3 best players in that season.
That's all I remember. Fabregas, wallah. I just
Fabregas
remember
was there when
Fabregas.
Conte won the
balling.
league.
Yeah, he got 18 assists.
Fabregas was there when Conte won the league.
It was when Conte won the league. Or was it Mourinho?
In the midfield, no, it was Kante. It was Mourinho. You're thinking of.
Mourinho. But Conte's one, it was like Costa. And it was like Hazard. It was just they had something extra. And Alonso, of course. But Alonso was a threat, wallah, of that left-hand side.
What I'm saying, Alonso was this season's Gabriel.
That team stank as well. I can't
I'm
lie.
telling you, it stinks.
That Conte team stank as well.
Stinks.
But this one is the worst.
Wait. But if that gets us a Premier League and potentially the Champions League,
The Champions
why would we
League
change our style of play?
break my
Why would we
heart.
play
You will
a different
never
style of
see
play?
my
Why
face
would we play?
again.
Why would we
If
play?
you win the Champions League, you'll never see my face.
Why is
again.
that such a big thing?
Because as I told you before, that's our niche, that's our trademark. We got 6 of those beautiful big ear trophies at Anfield, bro.
Yeah.
We're the only club in England that actually has the actual trophy. Do you know what trophy that was? The one that United won in '99. We've got that in our stadium.
Istanbul, yeah.
We're the only club in Istanbul. We won it 5 times. The 5th one you keep. They don't do that no more.
Yeah.
It's our niche, it's our thing. I hate any European team winning anything, especially Arsenal who never won it
I
before. It will break my heart. I've seen you win the Premier League before. Granted, it was 22 years ago.
They're gonna give us a gold one as
Bloody
well.
how old are you, mate?
Yeah.
Wow, you're in secondary school as well.
That's it, brother. I'm 40 plus, man.
Boys,
Go on.
West Ham going down.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah. I told you this. Sorry, Jalal.
They're gone.
I'll answer that in a second, but he said something that I have to counter.
Yeah, attack him.
And you as well.
Oh,
you called me
shit.
you called me a flip flopper, yeah.
Facts.
The reason why I called Pep a dinosaur at the start of the season is because he gave up possession against Arsenal at the Emirates. I've never seen Pep Guardiola. I've been watching his career since Barcelona B, wallah.
Ratted, how old are you?
That is insane.
You watch Arsenal win the league. Wallah, I watched him in his first year at Barcelona. The total football, he always wants the ball, and then when he realizes he's got his backs against the wall and doesn't have the place that he has, I'm going to give up possession. Yes, you can give him kudos and say he's adapting, but if somebody who's so strong on his vision that he come away from it, that says something's broken
That's
to me.
one game.
And then in January, he went and bought Semenyo, he went and bought Gehi,
Yeah.
and then he went back to playing Nunes at right back and Kira. Shorty, what's the name? O'Reilly left back.
Brilliant.
He went with 2 footballers at full back. So then that shows me, this is the Pep I know.
Yeah.
So the reason why I said that they weren't going to win the league at the start of the season is because I seen Pep Guardiola giving up possession. I said, that's never going to last.
But you kept calling him a dinosaur throughout the season when it was only one game that you were referring to.
Did I?
Yes, every week. I call Pep's a dinosaur every week, bro.
Because I was actually being tongue in cheek. But when January came, I said, okay, Pep's gone back to the Pep I know.
He's not a dinosaur.
So he's not a dinosaur anymore. He could win this league.
Yeah.
But then a month later, I seen something in Arsenal which thought everyone kept on talking about Arsenal, and this is the last point I'm going to make. Sorry, we're going around in circles. The last point everyone said they finished second the last 3 years. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything for the season. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that they can't win the league this season because they finished second the last 3 seasons. But the volume, the amount of times that you go for something, it's going to be a time when it's going to be stick. It's like he's talking about the Champions League. Man City one day we're going to win the Champions League. Shock horror.
They won it.
They won it.
Yeah.
There's going to be a time when these men are going to win the league.
Fair.
That's what I'm saying. And you're talking about flip-flopping. I wasn't flip-flopping. I just watched the game.
Phase 6 now that we're in.
And what was the question that you asked? Sorry, John.
West Ham are going down. Yes, they are. And also, Wan-Bissaka, you're horrible. You're just horrible football player.
But we told the United fan this 3-4 years.
No, but no, I mean, like, you deserve to go down, just specifically him. I think West Ham should stay up, but you need to go down also.
No, but I'll be honest with you, with West Ham, I told you for time. You man was saying for weeks, Tottenham are down, they're down. I'm saying, bro, they're not down. I said this.
I still think they're going to go down, by the way.
I think it was more of a hope than expectation.
No, I think you were convinced. Well, I think everyone was convinced. I don't think they're too big to go down.
They got 37 injuries this season, the most by any team. 6 difference to second.
Mad.
We spent 32 minutes or 30 odd minutes on Arsenal.
Really? That flew by?
Yeah.
But one thing I'm going to say, would you take Fernandes? Yes or no? Would you take Fernandes at
Just
Liverpool?
for that miss, he needs to gulag in the championship.
You're not gassing him, bro.
Gulag in the championship
No,
for the
he's
season.
not exactly what we need, though.
No, he's not.
A bit of tenacity.
Let it be,
A bit of aggression. He covers spaces really well. He can get around the pitch. He's got a good IQ. He can pass the ball as well.
I'll be honest, I'll take him if he was 5 inches taller.
Squad player.
No.
Right now, Liverpool take anyone.
Yeah.
I would take him if he was 5 inches. Our team's tiny.
Speaking of Liverpool, we're not moving on to the big game.
Yeah, the big game.
No, it's, well,
Is that a big game?
On name value, yeah, but not really like playing wise, innit?
Liverpool, yeah, Saturday against Chelsea at Anfield, 12:30, 1-1. It finished.
Get in.
Jalal, come on, I'll let you start. Why is it a get in?
Because we scored.
Oh yeah, you scored a goal for the first time in 6 games or something.
It was the second time, yeah.
João Pedro scored a worldie last week.
Yeah.
And I told you about Forest.
Yeah, you did. The C team. You didn't tell me about them though.
For who?
The C team that we lost to.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I know, fam. But yeah, going into the game, me and Mo had done a video about it, Combined 11, and I think we got a bit of slack for that, just saying in terms of, you know, who we should put in. People saying Sanchez, I was like, I'm not really arguing over Sanchez because I can't stand him. And then like Ekatike, Pedro, you could probably fight 50-50, but going into the game, I just knew we were going to draw regardless. I did say 0-0. When you scored, Gravenberch 1-0, very good goal. Savable in it, boys, let's be honest. The shot by Gravenberch, I think the keeper probably should have saved that.
Oh yeah, he should have, 100%. Well, his whole position was wrong.
Wrong, bro. Sanchez saves that.
Sanchez?
He saves that.
I don't think Sanchez saves it.
Nah, he does. Of course he's taller, bro.
Not in regards to one decision that I heard you talking about was João Pedro and Frimpong, and you thought that was a penalty.
100% that was a penalty.
Why was that a penalty?
Why is not? Explain why that's not a penalty.
I tell you why it's not a penalty. Not every single contact is a foul. Football is not a non-contact sport. That's the first thing I'm going to say. The second thing I'm going to say is who was in front of who. You can't categorically tell me João Pedro is in front of Frimpong. At one instance, half Frimpong is in front of João Pedro, but his legs are behind him. So you could argue it's 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. And also there's something called a normal coming together. Where do you want Frimpong's legs to go? He's a human. His legs have to go somewhere. I just don't think it's a penalty.
I think that was, I want to say blatant, but
and I think João Pedro initiated the contract and he was looking for it. And he realised it was never a penalty. And that's why he got up straight away.
But why
what do you think?
We can't score.
Well, I think the fact it's so despicable. The fact that he thinks it's a foul. It's actually.
Well, be honest.
You're talking about football, and I don't know if it's his generation. I don't know if it's just him.
Generation.
I don't know how you looked at that and thought that's a penalty.
Can I shake your hand? Yeah. Because wallah, never lose your passion. Mate, I couldn't give a shit. It was the exact same. It was the exact same as last week with that with the handball with Sesko. Wallah, let me go into a little bit of a monologue. I've loved this club more than anything. I bleed
I'll
red.
be there with you.
You know, bro.
Yeah.
I love this club so much.
Yeah.
Wallah, I love this club so much. But this man has ruined and sucked every ounce of joy or happiness I get from watching Liverpool Football Club, to the point where you man could have got a penalty and I genuinely could not care less. I would not even argue with him if he thinks it was a penalty or not. Last week at Old Trafford, bro. Sesko scored a goal, maybe grazed his fingers. I couldn't give a damn.
because this manager's made me so disillusioned. Bro, that whole game. Okay, I've got so much to say.
Okay, go start with
It's
that.
crazy, Wallah, how much I've got to say.
Start somewhere.
Earlier on in the season when we played G-Man and you beat us,
2-1, yeah.
who bullied us and terrorised us? Cucurella on the left-hand side. Absolutely annihilated. He had the time of his life on the left-hand side. And at that time, what did we say? It's Salah's fault. Salah's fault is not tracking his man. Salah's fault is not tracking his man. When he comes out to the team, that's not going to happen anymore. Them man had a kit man as their manager this weekend.
Was he a kit man?
I don't care what he is.
That's rude, but it's true.
They had a kit man, caretaker manager. I don't even know his name. Apparently he doesn't even have UEFA licenses.
I heard he doesn't, yeah.
He doesn't have UEFA licenses. And he absolutely schooled Slots. With Cucurella doing the exact same thing that they did at Stamford Bridge. But this time he doesn't have Salah to blame. Bro, he was calling out one of the greatest players to ever play for Liverpool by saying, standards not just in the gym, standards on the pitch.
Do you know what it is?
Don't talk to me about anything about this bold guy, bro.
Yeah.
He's telling... Well, I'm being serious. Wallah, I'm being serious. He's trying to go for one of the best players to ever play for our club, talking about standards. However, he's the one talking about standards who got tactically outclassed with the exact same tactic 7-8 months ago at Stamford Bridge with Cucurella, just going in behind consistently. We played the game, we started the game, we got the chance. For the first 5-10 minutes, we were all right with Rio on the left-hand side. What did we do after that? We completely went into a shell. We were playing like the away team at Anfield.
Do you know what?
At Anfield, when you score one goal, you go and you go for the throat, you go for the next one, and you go for the next one, you go for the next one. Every single game I've been to this season, every game that I've been to, sorry, wallah, this really annoys me. Every game that I've been to this season has been a absolute snooze fest. It's been so boring. It's been such a lull. And I think, online there's a lot of discourse about like Slot needs to go, Slot out, whatever else. Anfield properly spoke
He
this
said
weekend.
so. You're talking about the booing. Booing Rio. But let's talk about Rio. I think the reason why Rio came off is they're talking about the tactical thing. They switched to like, you can talk to me about it, more of a back three and build up.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Cucurella was really high. Gusto was really high. So that means if Gusto was getting skimmed for 10 minutes, wallah.
Yeah, he was.
So then they realised if Gusto presses him really high, he's going to have to beat him. And then there's a right centre after he's got to beat as well. That killed Rio out the game. And made this, and then we didn't know what else to do. That was the only outlet that we had. Once that was gone, the game plan went.
Fairs, but he was the only person who had that outlet. Okay, he might be injured, whatever. But the thing is,
He couldn't do it though. He's so deep.
that's
He's got to
fine.
be 4 man.
But the only person who had actually anything to offer in that game was Rio. Okay, he might have asked to come off. But the thing is, the fans booed because they just don't trust this manager.
He's so
They
arrogant,
don't
you know.
trust
Do you know why he's arrogant? So he's so arrogant. He said, "Oh yeah, I understand why the fans have booed. The players can feel it, and we feel exactly as the same as the fans. The fans didn't boo the players.
No.
The fans booed him.
Yeah.
He's so deluded, and so arrogant that he's drinking his own Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
I think he looks himself in the mirror. He thinks he's the best looking man in the whole world.
Arrogance, wallah.
I think he thinks he's a 10 out of 10 when he's shining.
He's never wrong.
No, yeah, shine his head. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
he's
shiny
never
head.
wrong.
Yeah.
Polish
Bro,
his
he
head.
literally looks like Baron Harkonnen. If you watch June, he looks like Harkonnen with the black seed oil. Bro, listen, forget that. Bro,
Yo.
he might... Liverpool fans booed Rio. Yeah. But then straight after they were like, Rio. They were cheering Rio to make sure that it's not Rio. It's the decision. But okay, fair. You're bringing on... In essence, you're bringing in a £125 million player for a 17-year-old. So technically, it should be like, oh, yeah, we're going for this game. Yeah. But no, the reason why we're not going for the game, the striker that we had in the game, PT's favourite, Gakpo, call him whatever you want. He might be awful. He might be the worst player ever. But we all know that Gakpo is more than an efficient player in the squad, and he'll get involved. We've seen him get involved so many times. He had his first touch or one touch in the first half. Bro, that's not the first time. How many times have I said to you, how many touches is that going to get?
Yeah.
We've got a manager that does not know how to get the best out of their number 9.
No.
Completely does not know how to get the best out of number 9, whether that's Isaac, whether that's Ekitike, whether that's Gakpo. We've seen Ekitike go up and down this season, peaks and troughs. But the peaks comes when Ekitike goes out to the left when he's coming deeper. That's not Isaac's game. That is completely null and void. It's null and void Isaac. It's null and void Wirtz. The way we play is so stale. We don't have anything to believe in. And it's not just this season. You can go back last season, the last 2-3 months of last season. And you got this feeling now where if we go into next season with this manager, I just feel like it's another season that's going to be a write-off. And I'm just done with it.
Mo's rant is crazy. He's scared of Davidson Toff. We got a substitute for PTs here. The first time ever we've done an in-game substitution.
Game substitution, and I was late too there. I pressed the bell for the 80 bus stop for here, but I carried on to the road. I had to walk back. Dark, you know. Bro,
You must have a good game, you know. We'll do Zubimendi, you know. Sub you in, sub you
so
out.
we have
That is mad. We don't want to even go into that.
That's embarrassing.
What is, before we talk about Liverpool, P, and Mo's said his piece, Chelsea, what do you think of the kit man and his performance? And do you have hope in the FA Cup? And what do you think about the players' individual performances against Liverpool?
So specifically in big games, well, we can only judge another game. That's the only big game that we played against City at the Etihad. He got a draw, obviously, and he got another 1-1 here. His tactics and stuff and the way he plays in big games is actually pretty decent, and it's not that boring. So it's listen, I'd take any users manager over Liam Rosenior, bro, honestly. But in big games, he's actually decent. But it's just the smaller games that he struggles with, which is, I think, is just the story of Chelsea managers at the minute. But specifically the players, Cucurella was absolutely like class today, but again, I don't think that was a mad tactical decision from Callum McFarlane to attack that right hand side. Like that Curtis Jones and Konate connection was shocking. I thought Konate had a bad game. Curtis Jones definitely did. I thought Caicedo defensively, listen, I think
he started off really poor. I think Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister bossed him, but then him and Ento came into their own.
I think attackingly, forward passes, he was very good. And
one duel, that's 20.
Who?
McAllister.
One duel at 20? That was that vicious one though.
What are you talking? I've seen him win a few with my own two eyes.
Check the stats.
I don't need to check the stats, I've got eyes.
You know what the one? That one was cold.
Wasn't that a foul?
that was the only drill.
Is that a foul?
Was that a
That went a
No, that went a foul.
That went a foul. That was a great. That was a
the one
great
in the box.
In the box, yeah.
That was good.
That was that's right. There.
That was the only 1 out of 20, probably.
The one out of 20.
But yeah, no. Can we just talk about Little Gunner?
Who's Little Gunner?
The one with the headband, KSI.
Oh yeah, he's the worst signing. He is a crab. Oh, he is so bad. He's like he's won a competition. Oh my days. I'll be honest with you, yeah. When he first signed, I heard through the grapevine. Someone who's trained with him at Liverpool has told someone that I trust and I know, and every single one of you know as well.
Yeah, no.
He said that this guy is garbage. He said, I don't know why he's there. There's academy kids that are better than him. I laughed. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
No, you can. Go on, carry on.
Someone's going to see him. He's going to go up to the person.
They're not going to know who it is.
Yeah, we haven't said.
They're not going to know who it is. Was that me? Who it is?
No.
No one knows who it is. Could be answered how many people have trained with him.
No.
Anyway, he's a crab and he needs to be shipped off to Werder Bremen or Dortmund, whatever comes first.
Yeah, he's terrible. He only does 1-2s. He can't do the one. And I just said, bro, you are shocking. Like, bro, the first pass is the easiest. Apart from pace, what's he good at?
His pace is fake.
Bro, I don't think he's not even that quick.
He's not even that quick.
No, well, he is quick.
Wallah,
in a
he's
short space.
Wallah, he's not
fake.
Bro. It's not.
What's fake about his acceleration?
It's fake pace.
He's fake. Wallah, I think he's a hologram. He is not human being. He's a hologram. Bro, he's like you're playing with Tim. Bro, have you seen when he took that shot? And he's angry with himself. Absolutely, wallahi, oh billahi, wa taqdara, yeah. Wallah, I've got a more powerful shot than him. I said, wallah.
Who's got a more powerful shot, him or Wirtz?
Wirtz.
Something in that by Leverkusen. What have they sold us, bro?
Well, I don't know.
Wallah, I think they said buy one, get one free. Wallah, Frimpong weigh 40 mil. They said take Frimpong too.
145 million.
They said, we'll say that Wallah, they wanted to get rid of him.
But then again, playing devil's advocate,
What?
I think Slot's misused him.
Where can you play him, bro?
He's a right back.
Why is he playing him right back?
He's a right back that can't defend and he's a right mid that can't attack. What the hell is he,
I
bro?
don't think he's a terrible defender, you know, honestly.
He's not an awful defender.
He's not an awful
He's
defender.
an awful attacker.
Yeah, he is.
So you're better off playing him in a position where he's not awful.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a right winger to play.
Put him on the bench.
Spotlight right back. I mean right wing.
So who else is who's going to play centre mid?
Curtis Jones, the person who you're playing
Yeah,
right back.
one of that's true. Though. Play them in a position.
Yeah.
All roads lead back to Slot.
Yeah,
Everything leads
what's
back to
it,
Slot.
bro? Shana B, bro. This Wallah Adim, yeah. He's an arrogant pit. Wallah, I agree with what he said. He's arrogant, bro. He deluded. He's.
You know what he said?
Curtis, why is he playing Curtis Jones at right back, bro? Curtis Jones is not a right back.
Yeah.
Why are you playing, bro?
Konate,
I can't do the Gakpo. Wallah, I attack Gakpo too much.
It's not Gakpo's fault neither, as I said. We've seen him play.
He's 6'4" up to DT. Your build is a striker. You Wallah, the one who's created to be a striker.
I've seen him play.
He was created 20 whatever years ago.
Klopp said you're an 8 or a 9, pick which one.
Pick which one.
Okay, and Klopp played him as a 9. Did you see him get involved? Did you see him get some touches? Bro, this is not the first time we've seen a striker in a slot team that doesn't get any touches.
Yeah.
How many times have I said to you, how many touches is that going to get today?
Less
How many
than
touches?
10.
Less than 10. Higher or over or under. You can
always
do the
under.
same with whoever the striker is. It's Slot. He does not know how to tactically manage a game to get the striker involved.
I think since he won the league, at least last year, he was a bit.
He won the league in
I
the first
think-
6 months.
Yeah, he ran away with
it's got to his
him.
head, you know.
He has there.
It's got so to his, and he said after the game, and he said, "Yeah, we understand where we went wrong. We know what we need to do. In the summer, we're going to address everything that went wrong, and next season, everything will change." We know. He goes, "I know exactly. I know what it is. I've got my finger on it. Oh, I've got it." He's basically trying to sell us the idea of having him next season when he knows that nobody wants him. If he gets sacked tomorrow, I'll be the happiest man in
Wallahi
Liverpool,
same,
bro.
bro.
But
Same,
hey,
man.
boys, I've got to tell you, it's not happening.
I think it's changing.
Nah, but if you see what J.W. Henry said the other day.
J.W. Henry.
Was that his name, innit? John.
Yeah, but I've never heard somebody call him J.W. Henry. Have you ever heard that?
John.
First person call him J.W. Henry.
It's John, innit?
It's John W. Henry, but
Yeah,
it's
J,
not
man.
wrong,
Bro,
bro.
just
I was going to go full initial JW.
Oh, J.W. Henry. Nah, but do you see what he said? They sacked the Boston I think he sacked someone, yeah. And he goes, we don't like
Settle
fast
for
and mediocrity.
yeah. That's what
And
he
it looks like it's an...
The thing is, though, the one thing you cannot deny about FSG, going back to the ticket prices, they listen to the fans.
Yeah, they do, bro.
They listen to the protest and they stop the ticket
Yeah,
price
they
rise.
do.
And
Well,
well done. Yeah, well done to everyone involved in that because that was amazing.
It's because of you.
No.
They had the big hand. They looked at TikTok and went, "Oh,
No,
that black brother from Turkey."
FSG is not the first time they've listened. They've listened so many times. The £77 price rise against Sunderland when the fans walked out, they listened, they changed that, they scrapped it. They listened to the fans. Those boos are damning.
Damn, I've never heard booze like that, you know.
I've never.
Aaron
Bro,
Field.
it's been boos this season, but they were
No, not large. Oh, bro, that was loud. I could
It
hit.
was visceral. It was so loud. These men haven't won a game since March. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
They haven't won a game
They
since
won the
March.
FA Cup in the league.
In the league, sorry. They haven't won a game since March. They haven't. They scored 1 goal since March as well. I think.
2 goals now.
2 goals. Okay, apart man.
Yeah, right.
One
Since
goal.
March, he's got 50% of
We
your
have
goals.
48 points 2 months
They
ago.
lost
Now we have that.
3-1 to Nottingham Forest at Stamford Bridge. Nottingham Forest's C team.
Yep.
And they played us completely off the
Off
park.
the park, bro.
They bopped us
After that
for
Gravenberch
90
goal.
minutes.
Oh, don't say for 90 minutes.
No, after the... No, for
70
the
minutes.
first...
They had a good 20 minutes in the first half, decent 10 minutes in the second half, and I think we shaded it.
No.
I think we shaded it.
I don't think 90
honestly-
minutes either. I don't think we played goal
No,
for 90
no.
minutes.
The
but
first 15
60,
minutes,
65.
after, from the Gravenberch goal, before that, we played well.
Wallah, if I
After
stand
that goal, bro... Wallah, I think he does
deep
sit
were
on
we?
them, man.
How deep were we?
So
Constantly so deep.
And that goes back to the Rio point,
And
bro.
then-
And you're saying, why is Rio isolated, bro?
And then you
That's what I blame.
Rio's at his best when he isolates his fullback in the last third. That's when Rio's at his best. What I'm saying is, you can't really argue
If you're
when
pushing
he's
deep-
playing deeper. They've changed their shape because they knew Gusto was getting ISO ball. That Rio becomes ineffective.
And all that, but that's
what
what
I'm
again on
saying.
slot, bro. Hey, bro, managers change tactics.
I agree with that. I thought I was gonna see more, Wallah. I thought I was gonna see more second
He
half.
could have said, if they're going to push them back,
Yeah.
Go long.
go long.
We
Bro.
played
You
like
got,
that away team.
bro, you've got a hologram and a 17-year-old. Bro, they got pace. Bro, push them back, bro. Counter attack that.
Just
man.
hits it over the head.
Hits
Do you
over
You know
the
what I
head,
found
bro.
so damning so many times? How many times did Mamadashvili have the ball, run to the edge of the box, tries to throw it, no one's there.
Mamadashvili.
And then you can hear the crowd getting so agitated and frustrated, like they think, "Good, where's the desire?" And then you look, Mamadashvili's at the edge of the box. You got 10 Liverpool players behind them,
Yeah, bro.
or 7 Liverpool players behind them.
They're tired. They're done.
Either way, bro, you're playing at Anfield. If this was Chelsea away 2008, Rafa Benitez, I understand if you're playing like that. You're playing deep. You scored an early goal. You're gonna try and fight
the
for your
1-0.
life and not concede any goals. These men are going on holidays every 3 days. They're probably on holiday right now, bro. McAllister's taking pictures in Spain. Make it make sense, bro. We got people at Manchester United at Old Trafford. It should be siege mentality. It should be we're going to Anfield against Chelsea and we're going to make a statement. That's, bro, do you know what I was watching the other day? Bit of a tangent. And I hate talking about Jurgen Klopp in this scenario. But I was watching a video about Kevin Prince Boateng.
Okay,
And he was talking about the way he joined Dortmund and nobody wants him. I was like, why are you bringing this guy Dortmund? Yeah, he's awful. Attitude's horrible. And he talked about the way Klopp put me under his arm, put me under his wing. He made me feel like $1 million. He made me feel like I was Messi on that pitch. I loved him so much. Not just me, but every single player would die for him on that pitch. Could you say the same thing about Slot?
Not one
Yeah,
player.
no one dying on that pitch for him. Are you crazy?
But
I wouldn't even die for him.
just to wrap up that though, because we speak about this for a while, Chelsea, Man City, FA Cup final. We winning?
Wallah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yeah,
Don't take this disrespect.
Never.
I'm not watching that game.
Cold.
Why is the FA Cup final on before the league's finished?
Yeah, that's mad. The schedule's a bit mad, but
Yeah, for that reason.
That should be the curtain closer, innit?
Yeah, I'm just going to abstain from it because
bro.
I'm not going to protest it.
if we win though, do we have a better season than yours?
How about you finish
You haven't
ninth,
finished in
lad?
the Champions League spaces.
You finished ninth and you've had 3 managers and your football's
But if you
stinky.
talk about expectations, we spent 450 million pounds. We came into the team as the Premier League champions. We were meant to be. Let's not
Boys,
do,
what like-
let's not do revisionism, because this time last season in the summer, even me, I was going crazy. 450 million spent. We thought we were going to dominate. We're going to run away with the league. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. We have had the stinkiest league defense and the league season ever. Chelsea's Wallah,
Chelsea's
one of
Chelsea's
the
sixth.
worst. Wallah, I think it's one of the worst.
17, 18 your worst. 17, 18
Stop
innit?
exaggerating.
You won the league 16, 17, no.
Stop exaggerating.
14, 15
They
you won the league,
finished
innit?
10th.
You finished
Stop
10th.
How much did they spend?
Leicester nearly got relegated.
How much did they spend? Leicester
United finished 8th.
Leicester, United after Fergie left.
Saying,
And
that's
that
not
was
the
a crap team,
stinkiest. The statement was the stinkiest title defense ever. It's not. It's not. It's not. Stop doing that idea. It's not.
It is, bro. When you put it into context, bro, it is, bro. Man United, you can throw my. You just gave up, lad. You absolutely
Didn't spend
Mourinho
500
dirty.
million.
He didn't spend 500 mil. Fergie and David Gill left
What's the
Man
spend
United.
of 500 mil?
But we spent 500 mil.
How much did we make?
I don't care how
How much
much.
did we make?
How much spent 500
How much did we make?
That's on the board as well.
What do you mean?
That's on Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. Did it
Well, how
show?
much do we make?
They
though?
had an absolute.
Did we make 200 to 300 million pounds?
Yeah, but we spent 500 M, bro. We spent, wallah, and we spent 500 M, bro.
Stop.
Stop.
We keep going on six. What we can agree on is that it's been a terrible season. What we can agree on that we want the manager sacked. What I can tell you is, I hope you're right. I hope the fans and the booing and the stuff online or whatever and the toxicity helps to get them gone, because I'm done with them. But at the end of the day, last month they come out with the report and they know what they're doing with these reports when they come out.
What report?
Paul Joyce, Ornstein saying Slot will be the manager next
But
season.
now they're coming
They
out with
feed
some
out.
different reports saying, James Pearce was talking about recent performances, talking about like, you can't do this certain things, blah, blah, blah. Like certain articles are coming out now slowly. The booing at Anfield. Thing is, if Slot is the manager next season, inshallah, I hope and pray I'm eating humble pie this time next year.
So do I.
I hope and pray I'm eating
So
humble
do
pie.
I.
And I will apologize and I'll say, Slot, I am so sorry for calling you whatever I called you. I'm so sorry. However, I'm a fan. Fans are very reactionary. I'm reactionary. I was reactionary last summer when we spent 450 million and I thought we were going to blitz the league.
course.
But with new information becomes new opinions. And I'm just honest. Right now, what I'm seeing, I can never see us winning the league with this kind of tactics, with this manager, with this setup, with these players. So much needs to change from the top to the bottom. We're the leaders. Who's the leaders when Salah and Robertson leave?
Van Disney.
Bro,
Just
Van Dijk, lad. Van Dijk, you know, Van Dijk's got some, I've got some, like, Van Dijk there. Like, I'm not,
You're not what?
and like, if it was like Hendo or something, Gerrard.
I've always said this about Van Dijk. He's not the best of leaders in terms of
yeah.
captains. But the thing is, he's still a leader.
He's respected.
He's respected. He's a leader. But he's not going to be like Henderson. You can hear him screaming and shouting. But the thing is, when Salah goes, Robertson goes, and potentially
Alisson,
Alisson
yeah, to Juve.
goes, and Van
Dark
Dijk's got
days.
1 year left.
Dark, and
Who
it's
the
35.
hell is the leaders within this team, bro?
The Mohamed Salah said it. He said basically, I hope that the culture and the standards don't drop. But what we're going to do is
So many problems.
we spoke about relegation. We spoke about title. Doku and Man City.
Go on, say it.
Is Doku better than Bukayo Saka?
Now, yes, but you got to. No, currently now he is, bro.
No,
He is,
no,
bro.
come
Why
on,
isn't he?
boys,
It's a
reaction.
purple patch. You can't
No,
say
but
that.
I'm right.
Purple
That's
patch
got 3
Doku.
goals in 2 games and
Wallah.
3 worldies,
It's
bro.
purple.
So there you go then.
Yeah, but
Doku is purple patch to you.
Saka's been doing it for the last 3 or 4
No, I'm saying currently now he is, but again, if we're taking obviously, everything.
That means Doku's better than Mohamed Salah then.
He is then.
No, he's not.
He is. This season he is.
He's not.
Bro,
This season he is, bro. This is what I'm saying. This season.
Purple patch Doku, man.
Palmer then.
Yeah, of course. But I've been on to
Palmer.
No, well, we went past it, bro. But I'll be here for time. No, we moved on. We moved on.
Palmer. You always seem to find the opportunity not to talk about him.
I'll kill him now, bro. I'm not allowed. Do I have to?
Yeah.
No, I will. Palmer, you should. Go on, can we move on?
Well, we talk about Man City, Doku. Also, we spoke about Doku. I'm going to tell you, let's talk about the European race and Jack's team, Everton, or Bournemouth, or Brighton. And does anybody know how many places England get in Europe?
Yeah, Villa win it. It goes to the 6th spot, but I'm gonna lie, lad, I can't see AFC Bournemouth in the Champions League, bro. That ruins the credibility, bro. Bro, how Real Madrid, Liverpool. I'm not being like big club biased, but if I'm tuning on a Tuesday night, lad, and I'm seeing Bournemouth versus Real Madrid, bro.
Oh, that's class, I think.
Bro, it's not, bro. It ruins the. It's the Champions League, bro.
Well, what we already know, the Champions League is not for the champions, though.
I know, but it's you finished in the top 4. Like, it's the 4 best teams in each country. When they brought the 5th one in, I was like, I'm not happy, but because I love the new Champions League format. I'm not gonna lie, that Champions League format is I love it. You don't, but I think it's made the Champions League so much it's so exciting, bro. The Champions League format, bro. When you got PSG and Man City 21st, 22nd, and they're battling to get up to 24 best teams.
And every goal's important.
And Karabakh are getting smoked 7-0, but they still qualify. Come on, bro. That makes it. But I can't see Brentford, Bournemouth for finishing 6th, being in the Champions. It ruins that.
We get too many. We're too biased in terms of our league. Like we get rewarded for just being the best league, but the teams that are getting rewarded are not some of the best teams, bro. Like why are Brentford and Bournemouth in there? Like
why aren't they in there? Because they've won their now 2 games, and that's why they're at the top.
You can't finish 6th in the Prem.
You man shouldn't be in it because you haven't performed in the Premier League.
I don't even think...
If you get to the Champions League and you finish 5th or 6th, then you deserve to be there. You can't look at your nose down.
Shall I tell you who deserves to be in it?
You can't look at your nose down at teams like Brentford and Brighton.
That's
They're
fine.
there on merit.
Of course, absolutely.
So why can't they be in the Champions League?
It just doesn't look
Why
right,
are you
lad.
entitled?
Oh, I've got so much to say. I've got so much to say. I don't know where to begin. Land, brother, land.
I've said so much shit on this episode. Wallah, I just feel like I've talked too much, but I've got so much to say here.
Go on.
First of all, those triple Bs could do one. I hate them. Wallah. Bournemouth, Brighton, Brentford. Do one. Wallah, bring me Sheffield Wednesdays and Bolton and Blackburn. Swap me with them teams. Premier League heritage. Give me them, wallah. Swerve these weird clubs, bro. Did you know Brentford like 10, 15 years ago? Anyway, forget that. That's one point.
Bust up on hand,
Do you know who you're saying they deserve it for merit? They finished 6th.
Yeah, they do, though.
Absolutely.
Of course they
Big up
do.
Thiago. Well done.
22
Kevin
goals.
Sade. All them, man. Kelleher. I wish we got a buyback clause on them.
Minter.
Fantastic. All them, man. Well, mashallah. The 6th place finish. They amazing. But you know who deserves that Champions League spot? Freiburg. If they lose in the final.
Of Europa League?
Yeah.
Why?
Why don't they get some merit for being in the Europa League final? Why is it going to an English team that has nothing to do with that Europa League final?
Because of the coefficiency, because English teams are doing well.
But then you're rewarding
I know, but this is what I'm saying.
You're rewarding the country for doing well in
I've
Europe.
got a problem with all of this. This is my point. I've got a problem with all of this from top to bottom. In terms of the league formats, going back to what you were saying, it might produce the odd better game, better game or two in the early stages. You're getting a couple of extra games. But at the end of the day, does it make a huge difference? Not really. The knockouts are still the same.
Yeah,
the
but
the knockouts are still the same. You're still going to play the same last 16, quarterfinal, semi-final.
Yeah,
final. Still the same. Your only reason why you're thinking it's a little bit better, UEFA's making more money off it, more sponsorships, more deals, more money in their pockets. But you know what it does have an effect on? The Europa League. Look at the Europa League now.
I love the Europa League. This Europa League so much better.
All I'm saying is better.
Bro, this Europa
League. Saying this Europa League will be dominated
by
for the next 10 years by English teams. Do you know why? It's always going to be David versus Goliath. You got Aston Villa against Freiburg. That is literally David versus Goliath. Aston Villa's budget. If you go and quickly search transfer records of Aston Villa, compare that to Freiburg, I guarantee Freiburg is like 5 million. And Aston Villa, they probably signed someone for like 80 million. Just like last season, they probably got like 10 of them with that at 80 million. How's any team in Europe supposed to compete with that? 10, 15 years ago, you had teams that finished...
So it's not the Premier League's fault for being ahead of other leagues.
Well done to the Premier League. It's really good. But in terms of the overall package, it's just making it all a farce. Like this season, you got Crystal Palace. They're playing against Real Vallecano. Yeah. Like that... okay, cool, take it, Conference League, whatever. But even that Conference League, English team's always going to win it. They're going to always be the better, bigger, more more funds than any other team. Credit to the Premier League again, well done, because they've got the sponsorship deals and they spread the money out evenly and proportionately compared to like La Liga, where Real Madrid or Barcelona will get bulk of the money. But in terms of the overall package of the Europa League, the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League. But I just think European football is just on its ass. It's the reason 788 why I hate football now. There's so many reasons to just hate football, and there's no reason to.
I think there's something romantic about football where a team like Bournemouth or Brighton, who have come through the leagues, that do well in the Premier League, and they'll finish higher than a Chelsea, or maybe finish higher than us, and they get into the Champions League. I think that's what football's about.
Yeah, top four.
And tell an Everton fan. Top four keep what?
No, to keep it top four.
Yeah,
that's
top
it.
four,
No fifth, no
But
sixth,
that's
no
what it is,
eighth.
though. You should tell UEFA not to open more teams up then.
Yeah.
So then if that was the point.
That's my point.
That's the point.
Okay,
No,
fair.
I'm saying keep the league format, but give the Champions League spot to Celtic. Give the Champions League spot to Rosenborg, Malmo. Don't give it to the Premier League. I love this thingy, but Bournemouth do not disturb Bournemouth. How a team that's finishing 6th, where Malmo, Celtic, you know whoever wins the SPL still has to qualify for the Champions League.
That's a joke.
Malmo same in Sweden, same with Rosenborg in Norway, and Bodo Glimt.
That's fair. That's fair. I hear
Give
what
them
you're saying.
spots to them because they deserve them, not Bournemouth, bro. That finished 6th. Europa League calm, Conference League calm. Take that on, but it's the 4 best, like what I grew up on. It's the 4 best teams in the country. Bro, in the 90s, it was only 3 teams.
And before then, it was one team.
One team,
the
bro.
league winner of each
team.
league.
I'm saying you sometimes football you gotta go with the times.
You gotta go with the times, but you
and
gotta
this
make
is
it
what it is.
fair.
And right now you're moving like an unk because if you're 50, you'd say, "Oh, in my day, European Cup was just the league winner," and now you're saying, "Oh, I think it's top 4." When these kids get older, they're gonna say, "Oh, well, it was top 5." Now it's gonna be 6 or 7. It might be a Super League.
But bro, right now there's
so where
8.
does it
Do you know
end?
at point? Do you know there's 9? I think it's 8 or 9 Premier League teams are gonna be in Europe next season.
They can still get Europa League if you.
Everton can get a Jack's team.
Man.
They might get conference. They might get Europa.
If we win
You win the FA
Europa?
Cup, yeah.
Oh, for his job.
No, you got
no, but there's too many routes now. There's too many routes. It's like, okay, if Villa win there, then they could do. Bro, top 4, that's it. Just get 4, and that's it.
If you win the FA Cup, you go to the Europa League. If you win the League Cup, I think you
Conference.
go to the conference.
Yeah. But then you lose the 5th.
But
you lose
Crystal
6th or
Palace, they could win the Conference League and finish 15th. They'll win the Europa League. But Aston Villa are finishing
4th or 5th. It drops down a place because you still keep that.
They go to the Champions League through that route.
And then the Champions League drops down
To
to
6th.
Yeah.
If Aston Villa finish 5th.
If Aston Villa finish 5th, yeah, in the top 5.
So that means there's going to be 6 teams in the Champions League.
yeah.
English teams in the Champions
English
League.
team, yeah. Come on, man.
It's
Wild, wallah.
Mad, bro.
boys,
Bournemouth versus Real Madrid, bro. Bournemouth versus Barcelona. Come on, bro.
Well, it's crazy, and like even like the Europa League itself, I feel sorry for the Europa League because Europa League used to be.
Oh, Europa
half
League,
this
yeah. Don't good about Europa League because you're looking back on it, yeah. But just to finish on this point, Europa League, yeah. You had Champions League teams in their groups would finish 3rd and drop in.
down and win it.
99% of the time, they would go on to win the Europa League.
Yeah, I know.
At least now,
I
the
never
Europa
liked that
League,
as well.
whoever's in the Europa League stays in the Europa League. And if
agree.
you're out of the Champions League, you're out of the
I never
Champions
liked
League.
that.
And that gives them a chance to get into the Champions League, into the big time.
Yeah.
But also gives them a chance to win a trophy.
And I agree with that.
Europa League's
I didn't like
time.
that. If you finish 3rd in that group stage, they always should have just been knocked out of all
Facts.
European competitions, and there shouldn't have been a last 32 in the Europa League. It should have just been like the Champions League last 16 straight away. That's what I always believed in. I hated that. Wallah, I hated that. But the thing is, the overall quality of the Champions League, bro, we're playing against Karabag and that arcade.
Yeah, but there's always been like that.
You really enjoyed that. I know, but
there's always been like that.
You got more games against Karabag, and then you got
You haven't,
games.
bro. We
Look
played
at
Real
Arsenal.
Madrid. We played Real Madrid.
Yeah, but we were the
We played
traditional way they
Atletico
played.
Madrid.
you get bigger games.
You get bigger
Okay,
games.
the year we won it. The year we won it in 2019. Who's in our group?
Carabao?
PSG.
Oh no,
Napoli. And we had the Moscow team. Which one was it? Spartak?
Spartak.
Was Spartak or CSK? I don't know. We've been to PSG and Maribor. No, PSG and Napoli, Moscow and Seville.
Belgrade in Germany.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I
The
get
thing
you,
is, you've always had in group stages.
No,
where
but
you
they're
play
just
against big
anomaly
teams.
because we were in part 2 or part 3.
Yeah, but you
Bro,
still have
right
that.
now, bro, you're in a league, yeah, and it's randomised, bro. You could play City played PSG for the penultimate game. Look how great that game was at the
was fantastic.
That was an amazing game, bro. That was an
You played Real
amazing
Madrid at
game.
home, Conor Bradley tackle.
Come on, bro.
but you won't get
This
that
league
back.
plays-
Real Madrid in the
You can't because we
Champions
both
League.
be top 1.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know.
There's a potential.
know.
That's
There's
what
no
I'm saying.
potential.
10 years ago. we
I
would've-
don't want to break
10 years.
Karabakh home or away. I don't want to play them twice.
Boys, we can talk about this all day long.
Yeah.
We can talk about this all day long. If you want to see us all day long, sign up to our Patreon. It might come soon. It might go soon. What, you got OnlyFans?
I thought you was going to
I
say
think Charles, you got OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Base subscriptions you got in it?
Yeah.
$6.99.
Yeah. No cards, guys.
Nah.
First month free.
Episode 33 is it? Episode 8, boys. Episode 33. صدق يصدق. What is it Arabic? You bet you don't know.
I can't speak Spanish as well, you know. Nah, don't expose me, go on.
No, but listen to this. Cutz Inside. Episode 33.
Hype.
Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and even better, please hype the hell out of this video because the more hypes that we get, the more we get onto this leaderboard that I don't know about, but the man them keep telling me it's something good and we were 3rd or something.
Yeah.
Tough.
We got Champions League.
What?
We got Champions League.
Champions League, the normal routes.
Yeah, normal route.
So please like, comment, subscribe, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend. I've been Yossi or Yusuf. This has been PT / Salty. This has been Chelsea Jalal and this has been Mokara. Cutz Inside.